This is The Taxman Show. We ask the questions to make sure all of your accounting and small business questions are answered.
Hi everybody, this is Albert Corey from Corn Associates Accounting and Small Business, where every day we ask the questions to make sure you get the best tax deductions, best tax return, and you build your business. We have an awesome gift at perceptionsystem.com, which you can get our new book that's coming out, The Perception System, How to 10x Your Income and 10x Your Life. You'll get the first free chapter if you just go to theperceptionsystem.com. Well, today we're going to talk about what is your deductions. Some of the things you can deduct, guys, little known things is, obviously, did you know you can deduct your cell phone? You can deduct your house. You can deduct your tolls, cleaning, internet, web. Some of the other cool things that you can deduct that most people don't realize is, obviously, I just came back from Tampa to a convention and meeting, and I met awesome people. But guess what? When you go on events, all that is deductions. But you got to make sure you have a business in place. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of business. I mean, you can have any kind of business. So if you go to events and you go out to dinner, why do you think the rich pay less tax? The rich people keep paying less tax, guys, because they know how to write stuff off. And the only way you can write stuff off is you got to have a business. Okay, you go, shoot, now, sorry, I got my cord stuck here. You got to have a business, okay? And a business, and let me tell you, a business could be anything. Do you have an MLM business? Well, that makes all this stuff deductible. Any kind of business, internet business, website business, Etsy, eBay, Uber, all that's our businesses that are deductions. Okay, those are deductions. So now, once you get your company open, all that's deductions. People complain, why didn't Amazon pay less tax? Because I write off everything, guys. Instead of worrying about how much tax they pay, we need to be talking about what are they doing so we can do it. So you can learn about what deductions, okay? We all need to learn about what all these deductions are. We need to learn all these deductions. By the way, if anybody wants to come on and ask him any questions, you can come on and ask me questions. That's what we're here for. I'm here to answer people's questions. And by the way, if y'all like to please support me, go to theperceptionsystem.com. I got an awesome free book there, guys. It's pretty cool. You get the first chapter free, and anybody who goes on and then emails me or puts an instant message on the receipt, you'll be able to download the 30 best tax deductions that I've been using since 30 years. So anyways, some of the cool things is, so once you got your company, your cell phone becomes deductible. But part of the reasons how you got to get your cell phone to make it deductible is make sure you put a voicemail on your phone. Make sure that when you answer your phone, hi, you have reached the name of the company, the company. That's part of my perception system, to make sure. And guess what's going to happen? When you start to do these things, okay, your business becomes a deduction. Some of the other cool things that you can deduct, obviously, do you know you can deduct your house? A portion of your room becomes deductible. Now remember, under the new tax laws, if you don't have a corporation open, then you won't be able to deduct it. If everybody's on, by the way, if anybody's got questions or comments, you could always leave it below. Later this is going to be put on our podcast. If you're on Google, which another cool thing that makes my cell phone deductible is we're now on all podcast platforms. Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher. We're on almost every single one. So now guess what? You can make that deductible. Why is that deductible? Because you can listen to the podcasts on that deductible. You can go to Anchor. Probably this next week or so, I'm going to show everybody should have a podcast. Okay, podcast is a really easy way to build a perception and get people out there. Now remember, success is a contact sport, guys. Success is contact sport. So you need to get the world has to know you're out there. And podcasting is one of them. Doing Facebook Lives is another way how you get yourself out there. And what happens when you start doing Facebook Lives? Now, guess what? If you do it off your computer, your house becomes deductible. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can deduct. Going out to dinner, is a deduction. Now when you go out to dinner, a way you can make a lot of these dinners deductible, if you don't go overboard, is when you go out to dinner, make sure whoever gives you the check or talks to them, ask them a question about your business. Ask them a question. What do you think? If you ask somebody, what do you think about blank, and that's your business, you're now doing a survey. And if you're doing a survey, the IRS will let you write off that dinner, because the dinner has to be that you're trying to move your business forward. It's pretty much as whatever you're doing to move your business forward will be a deduction. I was going to the Toastmasters today, but it was raining in Miami. I go to Toastmasters a lot. But there again, if I go to Toastmasters, driving in my car to Toastmasters, that's a deduction. So you see, guys, there's plenty of things you can deduct. Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments? What else you can deduct? I'm trying to stuff real quick. If you go to sporting events, you bring somebody. Why? I have another cool thing. Why do you think golf is probably why do you think most executives play golf? Because they take somebody out there, okay? They take somebody out there with them so that they start talking like 10 minutes business before or after. Now that deduction is in a business expense. How cool is that? Take them to sporting events. Take them to dinner. Take them on a picnic. I even had customers who buy boats, and guess what? Their boats are part of deductions. Oh, hey, this is a funny cartoon. So what do you mean? I can't claim these books on tax evasion? That is so funny. The guy's in front of the IRS. But that's probably true. If you bought a book about how tax evasion could be a business expense or not a business expense, that could be a deduction. Let me see what else. Obviously, world's cutest tax deduction. Obviously, if you got kids, that's a tax deduction. Let's see some of these cartoons. So let's make, what's this one say? So to make a long story short, in order to make up the revenue from tax cuts, we need to raise taxes. The guy's reading on TV. Can't put that one down. Oh, this was mine. I tell you what, this was the one that I put. TurboTax is taunting me with all these tax deductions. I make too much money to claim. Well, that's not true. If you use TurboTax, guys, I'm just rambling off. But if you use TurboTax, guess what? You're going to make a lot of mistakes. Unless you're real simple return, TurboTax is going to make you a lot of mistakes. Well, guys, that's it. This is Albert Corey from Coin Associates Accounting and Small Business, where every day we come on and we ask the questions to make sure you get the best tax return, to make sure you can build your business. You can pick up a copy of our 99-cent Kindle book, the Art of Persuasion, how with little changes you can increase your income and change your life. It's 99 cents. I'm going to put that in the notes below. And remember, sharing is caring. Follow us on our iTunes, Stitcher, and any platforms. You can also listen to all the podcasts at 1040w2.com/podcast.
Thank you for listening to The Taxman Show. If you have any questions, please leave it below or email it to albert@1040w2.com. Remember, sharing is caring. Please follow us on all social media platforms.